about slut shaming?
Okay, well, I guess let's just switch topics. What about slut shaming?
What about promiscuity and how women are demonized for having sexuality? Because we live in a very sex-negative society in general, but...
I'm sorry, I thought you just said women were objectified and seen as sex objects too often, but now you're saying we're demonizing women if we see them sexually.
No, you know what I mean.
I really don't.
I think whenever, like, for example, if you were to have X amount of partners sexually, like if I slept with 12 people and one of my male cousins slept with 12 people, who would be called a slut?
I would call you both.
Maybe you would. I'm saying society in general slut shames women a lot more. And I will admit, it's women who slut shame women a lot.
Yeah. Women actually, as a matter of fact, this is kind of interesting where you talked about the objectification of women. Do you actually know that women, when they've conducted these studies, and they have these sources for you, they did a more recent one, very specific with online dating, but in general, women grade men far more harshly on physical traits than men grade women. Men grade women on a bell curve, and actually are far more forgiving. Women are far harsher in their expectations of men physically.
That's false. That is, on its face, absolutely, unequivocally a lie.
Incorrect.
Women are judged based on their looks way more. I mean, douchey young guys see women walk by and be like, oh, she's a 9. Oh, she's a 7. Oh, that person's out of my league. First of all, no human being is superior to any other human being. I mean, I really...
In certain facets, sure.
I really resent the notion that, like, oh, that person is out of my league. I can't pursue them. But women are... Going back to the 10 scale, women are judged on the 1 to 10 scale a lot more than men are. I don't walk by and go through and go,
that's anecdotal. I'm talking about...
that guy is a 7. Oh, he's not out of my league. Let me go talk to him. That's not how women approach men. Women are judged based on their looks a lot more. Women are called ugly. Women are called... Okay, can I give you an example, specifically what I'm talking about? This is from the 90s. This is from the OJ trial. Every day, the press would criticize Marcia Clark's, she has no fashion, she has ugly hair, she looks frazzled with her horrible curly hair. And they never go, oh, OJ, what an ugly tie he was wearing. Oh, Johnny Cochran. Oh, he got his suit at Goodwill. Like, no one would say that.
Actually, I think of everyone involved with the OJ trial, the one most remembered for crazy suits was Johnny Cochran. He's the one who was turned to a caricature.
No, but he was not criticized every single day and attacked for her looks the way Marcia Clark was attacked. People were calling her unattractive. People were saying she had no sense of style, like I said about her hair. They were not getting that. People would be like, oh, wow, that suit is kind of out there.
And so this is an example of male privilege to you?
Yes, because they wouldn't be like, oh, he's ugly, he's unappealing because of his looks. And also, can I make another...
I'm sorry, I don't want to get into... I want to move on because I've been called ugly so many times and rightfully so. Rightfully so. It's the idea, the anecdotal is what we want to deal in here.
People didn't teach you that your looks... First of all, you're not ugly by any means. Second of all...
Neither are you.
Thank you.
And by the way, my wife there is out of my league, and so would you be if I were a single male. I have no problem saying that.
No, she's not, because no human being is better than anybody else.
They are in certain facets.
I'm sure
she's far more physically attractive than I am.
I'm sure she is beautiful, but she's not better than you because she's beautiful.
She's more beautiful than I am.
But she did. I don't know if that's true, but
more people want to have sex with her than me.
Can I bring up another point? It's a little bit unrelated, but it's related to Marcia Clark from the OJ trial. People call powerful women bitches. They're like, oh, she's bossy. Oh, she's a bitch whenever she has strong views. But if a man were to conduct himself in the same way and give off the same demeanor, they'd be like, oh, wow, what a strong, powerful man. He's really getting it done. He's really sticking it to them.
Yeah,
but women are taught, oh, she's bossy. She's a bitch. She needs to stay in her place. She needs to, or for example, when women have a serious face, oh, you should smile more, honey.
Yes,
smile
I think
more,
women
darling.
should smile more.
I mean, I think everyone should smile more.
Can I express it? Because we've gotten completely off the statistical, so this just ends up being personal, so let's have a personal conversation here. Maybe because I just had this discussion not that long ago with a female relative. Okay, a man is physically attracted to warmth and tenderness in a woman, right? That is an attractive trait because we like nice women. You just talked about bitchy, right? So the idea...
That's what they call women when they're powerful.
No, that's what they call women when they're acting like bitches, but yes.
No.
Men
Marcia
get called
Clark
assholes.
is not a bitch.
But I'm not talking about...
She's a very compassionate woman, and people are calling her a bitch all the time because she was a powerful woman. People call Hillary Clinton...
I would like to be able to finish my point
I'm sorry.
I don't want to be accused of male privilege, but you are speaking very long. I do want to make my point. Okay. So men are physically attracted to tenderness and warmth from a woman.
Yes.
A smiling woman is biologically more attractive to a man than a frowning woman. Now let me tell you why. Because men live particularly to please their wives and women. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
And so to us, it is attractive to see our wife or to see the woman that we love smiling. A man, and I'm sure if you've been in a relationship for any period of time, right? How often do you get the, are you okay, sweetie? Are you happy?
I've never been in a relationship, but...
Okay, well this happens a lot. It's often a point of conflict for my wife and I. When did I do, are you okay? Are you happy? A man saying, hey, it's attractive for a woman to smile more is the equivalent to a woman saying it's attractive for a man to listen more.
Okay, I'm gonna respond to that.
Okay.
The whole notion of like telling women to smile transcends relationships. It's even down the street. Men come up to women and go, oh, hey, honey, hey, sweetheart, smile more, smile. And it's a very like condescending thing. It's very patronizing. It's very much...
If a stranger came up and said, hey, sugar baby, smile more, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's kind of crappy, but that's...
No, I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't be offended, but I understand it's symptomatic of the culture of patronizing women, of treating women differently than you would treat men in that way.
We shouldn't.
And that, if that makes sense.
But you just supported lowering the PT requirements in the military so women could join up because they're weaker. Is that patronizing or is that equality? Because I'm confused.
That's equality.
Okay, so saying women, you can't do as many push-ups or pull-ups, or you can't do the 16-mile run. I don't know what the PT requirements are now. It may be different. You can't do it as well as men, so we're going to lower it so that you can join the military. That's equality.
Can I say something about the military again, too? For example, if you look at, there's not just one general of the military, just how expansive the military is, there are several.
Right.
Do you see even one? And a general is not doing, they're older men. They're not doing physically like strenuous workouts. It's mostly administrative, and they don't let women do even like the desk jobs.
Yeah,
if that makes
sense.
That's
incorrect. Do you have any military in your family?
No.
Okay. Well, I grew up in a military family. That's not correct at all. It's not, a general's job is not at all administrative. Frankly, I would say that's a bit of female privilege because you're kind of glib on that topic. It's an incredibly intellectually strenuous and emotionally strenuous.
I'm sure. I'm not saying they're not dumb by any means. It's military science, I'm sure, is complex. I'm sure they're very intelligent.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's not a physical job as much as the guys in the lower. You can't tell me it's just as physical as the guy who are on the ground running in Iraq.
No, it's not just as physical, but men are more suited to it, and that's why they tend to be generals more.
Why are men more suited to it?
Well, there are two reasons. You just said that they're older men. And yes, I don't know if you know how...
They're typically older, I've seen them at the State of the Union. Do you know how long it takes to become a general? Decades, probably?
Yes,
I don't know.
Exactly. So that would go back to men being in the military longer than women, certainly in those positions. And listen,
but I'm sure if there's they're a military, like, for example, the McCains are like military royalty.
Sure.
I'm sure it'd be much easier for them to get that than like a bub off the street.
That may be so. I think, but I do appreciate, I think we have some other people who might want to sit down.
Oh, okay.
So I do appreciate
I loved it.
Thank you very much.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.